how much of the lack of production from the backfield do we think is due to the fact that Sutton went out with what did not look like a
No.
very promising. I don't know that injuries ever look promising, but some are not as severe looking as others. And based on whatever air cast brace he had on, the crutches going back to the locker room, it does not sound like I think we're waiting to get an MRI. So hopefully, I think by the time this comes out on Wednesday, we'll have the results of that. But I'm hoping for like some sort of knee sprain or something that's 2-3 month time period and not some kind of season long thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to Sutton before the game, and I think I even told you guys during the game that Sutton had there's always those off seasons where players come back and you're like, oh, okay, like this person has changed. Like he's gone from being a athletic young man to being a full grown, like grown looking dude, right? Kenny Gainwell went through it his second year coming back, and then he ended up leaving. But he came back after that in 2019 year and was a redshirt freshman, played his ass off, was incredible. Came back the next year and he just looked different. He just looked, and that was Sutton this year. Sutton looks different. Like he's been here for 3 years. He's a true junior, just looks different. And so it was, and he was telling me before the game, he was like, man, I have put in so much work this offseason. I can't wait to show. He told me 3 times, I can't wait to show you. I can't wait to show you. And so I'm like, man, devastated for that kid, man.
I know. I hate it. Like, I'm so excited to see him.
Yeah.
And if that is something, and it was our freaking like second possession of the game.
Yeah, it's really early.
And just a goofy kind of rolled up on his cleat, looked like it got stuck kind of thing. Like,
yeah, I think when the guy tackled him, he just kind of grabbed him and started rolling. It looks like he just rolled over. And
I watched the replay when I got home, and it's his leg bent in a way that you shouldn't really be bending knees.
I'm also curious how much of that comes into it. Was the game plan against UNA more so to focus Sutton? And then the moment he went out, it's like, okay, let's pivot. We got to figure out something else. And now it's just inside zone Mario.
Yeah. And I think Mario did fine. Well, he had 10 rushes for 50 yards and 2 touchdowns. It wasn't like, obviously it's not any eye-popping stuff, but he was almost 5 yards a carry. He's fine.
You weren't asking him to do much. I think that's what people need to truly understand, right? You weren't asking him to go out there and just be the bell cow and take 20 carries and try to get 100 yards, right? I mean, I think it was just more so where it flowed into the offense. They were clearly moving the ball through the air as a priority.